Good morning, students. So today we shall go ahead with session number 37 under states of matter. In today's class, we are going to discuss regarding Andrews isotherms for carbon dioxide. In today's class, we are going to discuss Andrews isotherms for carbon dioxide. In Andrews, after conducting an experiment on carbon dioxide, obtained the following curves when he had plotted between pressure and volume. Andrews had obtained the following curves after conducting an experiment at different temperatures. So the conclusions which we can obtain based on Andrews experiment on carbon dioxide is: first, let us take the case at a low temperature, that is at 13.1 degrees Celsius. At a low temperature, so this is the curve at around 13.1 degrees Celsius. At low temperature, with increase in pressure, what happens is the volume is going to decrease. The volume is going to decrease considerably, and this is from A to B. And at B, liquefaction is going to begin. At B, liquefaction is going to begin, and it is going to remain horizontal till the point C. As long as liquefaction is going to continue, pressure remains constant. As long as the liquefaction is going to continue, pressure is going to remain constant. Pressure is going to remain constant, and the volume decreases continuously, and the volume is going to decrease continuously. This is the horizontal portion, that is the BC. When all the gas has condensed, into liquid, that is going to be at the point C, the curve rises suddenly. There is going to be a sudden rise in the curve. The curve rises almost vertically, that is the portion CD over here. Corresponds to the fact that liquids are only slightly compressible. From this we come to know that AB, with increase in pressure, volume decreases, and once liquefaction starts in, the pressure remains constant, and further, once the whole gas has been converted into liquid, there is going to be a sudden rise, which tells us that the liquids are only slightly compressible. This is what has been observed at 13.1 degrees Celsius. Now, let us consider the temperature at 21.5 degrees Celsius. This is going to be at 21.5 degrees Celsius. Even here, there is going to be a decrease in volume with increase in pressure. As pressure is going to increase, volume is going to decrease, and we observe that from A dash to B dash. At this temperature, the liquefaction begins at the point B dash. But what do we observe here is the horizontal portion. This horizontal portion is going to be shorter than BC. The horizontal portion B dash, C dash is going to be shorter than BC. This means in this isotherm, the volume of the vapor when condensation begins is smaller while volume of the liquid. It means at this point, that is at the horizontal portion, what happens is the volume of the vapor when condensation begins is going to be smaller while the volume of the liquid. When condensation has finished, it is going to be greater in comparison to 13.1 degrees Celsius. As temperature is raised, the isotherm behaves the same. As the temperature is going to increase, what happens is this is going to behave the same way. Only the horizontal portion is going to become smaller. This happens up to 31 degrees Celsius. At the temperature 31 degrees Celsius or 31.4 degrees, in fact, the horizontal portion is going to disappear. At this temperature, at 31.4 4 degrees Celsius, the horizontal portion is going to disappear. Here we come to know the two volumes, that is the volume of the gas and the volume of the liquid. The two volumes have become the same. The two volumes have become the same and the peak is observed. And the peak is observed in the isotherm, and this is going to be denoted at the point P. And this point is called as a critical isotherm for carbon dioxide. This is called as a critical isotherm or critical point for carbon dioxide. That is, at this temperature, the whole of the gas has been converted into liquid and both the volumes are going to be the same. Both the volumes of the vapor and that of the liquid are going to be the same. The horizontal portion is going to disappear. Above 31.4 degrees Celsius, the horizontal portion is going to be absent for all isotherms. That is above this, that is if we are going to look at 35.5 degrees Celsius or at 48 degrees Celsius, what do we observe is this horizontal line is going to be absent. That is going to be a temperature at 35.5 degrees Celsius. There is no formation of liquid, but volume is going to decrease rapidly till it becomes equal to the liquid at that temperature. This peculiar behavior of isotherms also disappears at high temperature as far as for 41.1 degrees Celsius. This behavior is going to disappear at high temperature. This is going to disappear. This behavior, the decrease in volume, is also going to disappear above 35.5 degrees Celsius. The peculiar behavior of the isotherms also disappear at high temperature as for 48.1 degrees Celsius. Above the critical isotherm or above 31.1 degrees Celsius, in case of carbon dioxide, no liquid state is at all possible. Above this one, there is going to be no liquid state at all possible, whatever high pressure is going to be applied. Even under the greatest pressure, while below it, there are three separate regions. In the region enclosed by the green curve, whose highest point P is called as the critical point, lies on the critical isotherm. Both liquid and gaseous states coexist. So at this point P, both the liquid and the gaseous state coexist. To the left of the line PC and to below the critical point. Thank you. So in today's class, we had discussed the Andrews experiment for carbon dioxide and we had observed the curves. That is, we had observed that is at a low temperature at 31.1 degrees Celsius, with increase in pressure, volume decreases, and at one point it starts liquefying, and once liquefaction continues up to the complete liquefaction of the gas, the pressure remains constant, and beyond that, once the liquefaction is complete, then there is going to be a steady rise. From this we come to know that liquids cannot be compressible. And with increase in temperature, that is around 21.5 degrees Celsius, what do we observe is the horizontal portion is going to become smaller. And with increase in temperature, that is at around 31.4 degrees Celsius, both the volumes, that is the vapor volume and the liquid volume, is going to be the constant, and this temperature is called as a critical temperature. So this is what we had studied in today's class.